Hey guys, hope everyone is doing well out there. Today I wanted to show you guys a couple of the sounds that I'm getting from the Fender The Pelt Fuzz. Now this is a really cool pedal that has only been out for less than a year now, I think, and it's a silicon based fuzz from Fender. Now Fender aren't normally known for making pedals, they're typically known for guitars and amplifiers. So this is a fuzz pedal that I stumbled across only just a few months ago, and it's honestly changed the way that I think about fuzz. I've always liked fuzz pedals and I own a couple of different ones, but this one is the first one I've ever got my hands on that is incredibly musical and incredibly usable. Now I've tried everything from fuzz faces to all the usual suspects, but this one from Fender you can really dial in, and it's so versatile. I've never used a fuzz that can do so many different things. So I've got my trusty old Firebird here. I haven't played this one in a while, so I thought I'd dig it out for this video. And I'm plugged into a Blackstar HT20 Mark II on the clean channel, and I am mic'd up with an Aston Origin condenser mic. So here is the clean tone of the amplifier. So like I said, the Pelt is a silicon-based fuzz. It's got 4 knobs on it and 2 switches, and this is what makes it super versatile. So we've got the level knob, which obviously increases or decreases the output volume of the pedal. We've got the tone knob, and this is where it really comes alive for me, because you can really dial in just how much brightness you want. One of the big problems I've always found with fuzz is that it just doesn't cut through when you turn it on. I really like fuzz as a lead boost, and I've always found whenever I use certain fuzzes, they've got so much low end to them that they just disappear from the mix altogether. So this tone knob is a bit of a game changer. You've got the bloom knob. The bloom knob controls essentially how glitchy or spluttery the fuzz is, so that's quite cool. And obviously the fuzz knob, which is the amount of fuzz you're applying. We've got these 2 dip switches here. The first one is a 3-position mid switch, so when it's all the way down, it cuts all the mids out. In the middle, it's somewhere in between. And up you've got your mids in. So again, this makes it great for lead boosts because you've actually got mid presence, and the second little toggle switch is a thickening switch. So when it's in the down position, it sort of doesn't cut the bass, but it doesn't enhance the bass. And when it's in the up position, it boosts some of those low frequencies back through. And one of the really cool things is on the top, we've got an LED switch, which turns the lights on the knobs on and off. So that's quite a cool little feature as well. The light up knobs are really cool on stage. So here is how the Pelt sounds with the settings you see in front of you, straight into the clean channel. Let's turn the fuzz and the bloom all the way up. So this is going to get quite glitchy now. So you can hear that almost makes the sound cut in and out. That's a really cool effect to use, especially if you want a really crazy lead sound. The tone knob does quite a lot. So if we turn the tone knob all the way up and I pick a note, so that has a huge range if you want those sort of 70s real fat sort of fuzz sounds. It can do that, and if you want it to get a little bit crazy, turn it all the way up, turn the bloom up as well. The mid-cut switch is pretty fun as well, so if you turn the mid-cut switch all the way down, and in the middle position, and up, it's the same thing with the thick switch. If we turn that down, and then up, Where I think this fuzz really comes alive, which a lot of fuzzes haven't done in the past for me, is when you double this with an overdrive pedal. Now I always have the fuzz right at the start of my chain, and I like to push it into overdrives for leads. Not only does the Pelt have a lot of volume, so this thing can actually go quite loud, it actually works really cool in front of an overdrive. So I'm using the Analog Man King of Tone. So here is the overdriven sound that I'm using. So I'm not using a huge amount of gain there. If we use the Pelt now in front of the Analog Man King of Tone, the thing I really like about that is the Pelt hits the King of Tone really nicely. So even though you get all that fuzz and glitchiness from the Pelt, putting it in front of a drive pedal kind of takes off that harsh edge. This is a really cool fuzz pedal on its own as well. It almost has that synthy kind of sort of fuzz tone style, early 60s fuzz, like the Keith Richards sort of thing, where you could play that sort of early Stones type fuzzy guitar. But I really love this in front of a regular drive pedal because it just takes that top end off. If you turn the bloom up so we get a little bit more of a glitchy lead tone now, turn that up a bit more. So there's a lot of really cool tones in this. If you turn the tone knob all the way down and put it in front of a drive, you get, again, that sort of very fat 70s type Sabbathy sort of fuzz. And just for fun, let's turn everything up and slam it in front of the King of Tone. So there you go, there's Fender's The Pelt. That's one of my favourite fuzzes that I've ever used, and I think this one's going to stay on my board for a long time. I'd love to hear what everyone else's favourite fuzzes are. Please let me know down in the comments below, and let me know if you've had any experience with this pedal. I love the Pelt. It's definitely been a bit of a game changer for me in the fuzz world. If you've tried it, please let me know what you think. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button if you did, and I will see you guys soon.